All right, thanks, guys. Like I said in my earlier video today, we went 3-2 yesterday in our premium picks on patreon.com/Brock Page. That's going to put us at 7-2 in our last 9 extra daily picks on that site. And of course, the extra daily pick is a package that I offer, which is just $2.99 through the end of the month. And we're also 4-2 in our last 6 college basketball tier plays on that site as well. If you want some more information, link for that website is in the description section below. Once again, that is patreon.com/Brock Page. All right, we got ourselves a very substantial, very significant slate of college basketball action tonight. So let's go ahead and dive into it, beginning with Northwestern taking on Michigan State. And that's going to be a 6:30 Eastern tip-off in that game. The Spartans are the 17-point favorite, total at 139. We saw a half a point move toward the Spartans and movement downward on the total. Sparty opened 16.5 up to -17. Total open 140 down to 139. 61% are leaning Michigan State, 51% shaded toward the over. And right now, Northwestern is plus 1475 on the money line. Now, if you like Northwestern to keep this one close, they are 6-2 against the spread away from home this year. They're shooting 46.5% from the field when traveling. Miller Kopp, 14 points a game, 4 rebounds for the Wildcats. Pat Spencer, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And Boo Buie, 10 points a game, 75% from the stripe for the Wildcats. Now, Michigan State, on the other side, they failed to cover the point spread in 2 out of their last 4. They're also 5-0 to the under in their last 5 straight. Northwestern, 4-2 to the under in their last 6 themselves. I'm going to lean toward Northwestern keeping it close. Give me the Wildcats plus 17 and the under 139 in that game. Next contest, DePaul taking on Seton Hall, 6:30 Eastern tip-off. The Pirates are the 9-point favorite, total at 143. Now, we did see a 1-point fade of Seton Hall and movement downward on the total. They open as the 10-point favorites, down to -9. Total open 143.5, down to 143. 53% are leaning Seton Hall, 59% shaded toward the over. And right now, the Blue Demons of DePaul, they are plus 415 on the money line. Now, if you like the road team in this matchup here, DePaul is 4-2 against the spread as the official road team. They also rank in the top 30 in road scoring, top 10 in the nation in road offensive field goal percentage. Paul Reed's averaging 16 points a game, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 2 steals. Charlie Moore, 16 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 steals for the Blue Demons. And Jalen Butts, 11 points a game, 6 rebounds for DePaul. One more thing, actually a couple more things to add about DePaul. They rank in the top 30 in the country in shooting the 3 ball on the road. They're also in the top 35 in offensive rebounding on the road. They're averaging 76 points per contest away from the friendly confines. They're also shooting 38% from downtown when traveling. One final thing to add about DePaul, they rank in the top 40 in defensive field goal percentage away from home. Now, Seton Hall, they failed to cover the point spread in their last 2 straight. They are 3-0 to the over in their last trio of ball games, 5-2 to the over in their last 7. DePaul on the other side, 3 out of their last 4 got over the number. They're also 70% to the over in their last 10. I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this matchup here. Give me DePaul plus 9 and the over 143 in that game. Next matchup, Vandy taking on Kentucky, 6:30 Eastern tip-off. The Wildcats are the 20.5-point favorite, total at 143. Now, we did see a 1-point fade of Kentucky and movement downward on the total. The Wildcats open 21.5 down to 20.5. Total open 145 down to 143. 60% are leaning Kentucky, 59% shaded toward the under. And right now, Vanderbilt is plus 2,500 on the money line. Now, Vandy's averaging 73 points per contest when traveling. Meanwhile, Kentucky, they're shooting just 31% from beyond the arc at home. Now, 8 out of Kentucky's last 9 games did get over the number. Vandy, 13-6 the over overall for the year. I think this is an egregious number for a conference game, especially this part in the season. Kentucky has no business just decimating a team by that much. That would imply that you're starters are in the game pretty late, in my opinion, unless they just completely demolish them. But I think Vandy should keep it within 21, at least in this spot here. So I'm going to lean Vanderbilt plus 20.5 and the over 143 in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Wednesday's college basketball action. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. We are almost at the weekend. We are halfway there, guys. And, of course, if you're, getting the sniffles on Friday or thinking about playing hooky, you are just one day away. But anyway, guys, before we go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we do daily premium sports picks on that site, beginning at just $1.99 per month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. We went 3-2 yesterday in our premium picks on that site. We're also 7-2 in our last 9 extra daily picks on that site. Now, the extra daily pick is a package that I offer, and it's just $2.99 through the end of the month. We're also 4-2 in our last 6 college basketball membership plays as well. So a lot of great information, a lot of wins on that site, guys. Make sure you at least consider checking it out. And you might be wondering, well, why would I, buy a package from you when you're giving me the picks for free here on YouTube? And you're exactly right. That's a great thought. But the problem with me giving you every game on the board side and total is that if you were to bet every single game on the board side and total, you are guaranteed to lose in the long run. And as a matter of fact, you're probably going to end up losing in the short run as well. It's just way too many games, way too many angles. The math becomes egregiously against you, especially if you play every single game. So what I do on Patreon, I make life a lot easier for you. I break it down and focus in on just 3 to 4 premium selections per day. They're premium picks, high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current record on Patreon is a lot better than it is here on YouTube, throwing darts, handicapping every game on the board. So if you want to check out my current record, you can do that for free right now. My record is on the homepage. And once again, link for that site is in the description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got Memphis taking on UCF, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Memphis open 1.5 up to -2. Total open 136.5 up to 138. The hook, 67% are leaning Memphis, 70% shaded toward the under. Right now, UCF is a plus $1.15 on the money line. Now, Central Florida failed to cover an 8 out of their last 10 at home. They're scoring just 69 points per contest on their home court. UCF losers of 6 out of their last 8 games. They're also shooting just 42% from the field. Fuller and Doumbia, they are listed as questionable for tonight's action. Now, Memphis on the other side, they rank in the top 20 in the country in offensive rebounding. They're averaging 74.5 points per contest. Precious Achiuwa, 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks for Memphis. DJ Jeffries, 11 points a game, 4 rebounds. And Les Quinones, 10 points a game, 3 rebounds for the Tigers. Now, 4 out of Memphis' last 6 games did stay under the total. They're also 4-1 to the under as the official road team. Now, 3 out of UCF's last 4 stayed under the number as well. Central Florida, 70% to the under in their last 10. I'm going to lean Memphis -2 and the under 138.5 in that game. Next matchup, Dayton Flyers taking on Duquesne, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Dayton open as the 7-point favorite up to -8. Total open 139 down to 137.5. 69% are leaning Dayton, 62% on the over. Right now, Duquesne is plus 355 on the money line. Duquesne 5-2 straight up in their last 7. They actually rank in the top 40 in the country in points allowed. They're also in the top 20 in defending the 3-ball. They're allowing just 59 points per contest on their home court. Now, Dayton on the other side, 5-0 to the over in their last 5. 7-2 to the over away from home. I'm going to lean toward the home dog in this one. Give me Duquesne +8 and the over 137.5 in that game. Next matchup, Alabama taking on LSU, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The Tigers opened 4.5 up to -5. Total open 164 up to 165. 59% are leaning LSU, 63% shaded toward the under. Right now, Alabama's plus $1.90 on the money line. Bama giving up 80 points per contest on the road. Meanwhile, LSU, winners of their last 8 straight. They're also 10-1 straight up on their home court. LSU, they rank in the top 20 in the nation in scoring, top 20 in offensive field goal percentage, and they're in the top 30 in offensive rebounding. Now, 3 out of LSU's last 4 games did get over the number. They're also 5-2 to the over in their last 7. Bama on the other side, 70% to the over in their last 10 themselves. I'm going to lean LSU -5 and the over 165 in that contest.